Hello there. Today I have 12 public speaking tips for you. Whether you're in a small classroom or at a boardroom table or in the conference hall giving that much needed pep talk among your colleagues, how on earth are you going to grab their attention and make that first big impression? Well, for that, I have 3 before talk and 9 during the talk tried and tested practical tips for you. Let's first cover the 3 important tips you should be following before the talk. Number 1, power poses. I shared a very famous TED talk by Amy Cuddy on this very topic in my previous video, which is how to give an engaging and mind-blowing presentation in storytelling style using Prezi with a 7-step formula that is implemented in 2 sample presentations, one technical and one on a general topic. So if you have not already watched it, make sure you do. The link is in the description. For those who are hearing the word power poses for the first time, it is just a technique, or even some would like to call it as a life hack, where you either sit or stand in a posture that is usually associated with being powerful, something like this. It might look very simple now, but trust me, try one of these power poses for 2 full minutes backstage before your talk and see for yourself the increase in the confidence level. I promise you will feel more powerful, confident and assertive by just staying for 2 minutes in these power poses. So do give it a try and let me know in the comment section how well it worked for you. Number 2, rehearse. I cannot stress how important practicing is. Content is definitely the king, but the way you present it is also equally important. There are actually 2 ways to doing this. First is practicing in front of a mirror. That way you can see yourself and make modifications to your body language, hand gestures, facial expressions, things like that. Second is taking a video of your talk and then playing it afterwards. It's a good way to assess and make any improvements to your presentation. Number 3, choosing appropriate dress. Make sure the clothes you're wearing are clean and pressed. Just because something is a trend, don't go with it unless you're comfortable. Getting distracted with your dress is the last thing you want when you're presenting. Alright, with the before talk tips out of the way, let's dive into the next section, during the talk tips. The first and most overlooked one is smile. Kudos if you have guessed it right. Present with a smile. It makes a lot of difference. Radiate all that positive energy through your face, your smile. Number 2, voice. Use proper modulation, that is pitch and intonation, and repeat only when it is necessary. Try to minimize using fillers such as you know, actually, and so on. Number 3, body language. Avoid placing your hands inside your pockets or holding on to some fixtures. Express your feelings using slight body movements, hand gestures, etc. Don't move around the room from one corner to another at a very fast pace, because then the audience will have to look like this to follow along, and that doesn't feel really great. Number 4, eye contact. To create an impression that you're giving personalized attention and your words are specifically meant for them, use a sweeping eye movement across the audience, staying only for a few seconds at each section of the view. I think this is called Lighthouse technique, but yeah, if you're using any online video conferencing app or tool like Microsoft Teams, Skype, Zoom, WebEx, something like that, then look at the camera and not your video, which gets displayed in one of the 4 corners of the screen. Number 5, speed. The speed at which information is conveyed is also equally important. Don't go too fast or too slow. Either way, it can get frustrating. Number 6, use humor. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. If there is no humor, the talk can get boring. So make sure you include plenty of humor to spice things up. Many have found that self-deprecating humor works well. I haven't tried it personally, but if you can, go ahead, give it a try. Because I recall reading this somewhere, the audience may not remember everything you said, but they will definitely remember how you made them feel. That is so true. Number 7, ask questions. Preferably a rhetorical question where you just ask something for the effect of it, but you don't actually expect a response from them. For example, something like, do you agree with me? Or have you also felt like the person in the story that I just narrated? These types of questions are powerful because they ensure that the audience are engaged and are focused on your talk. Number 8, very simple. Thank your audience at the end of your talk. Oh, and this last tip is very important because if you're projecting something, don't come in front of it blocking the view as you speak. The audience would want to get a good look of what is being shown, right? I think that wraps up all the tips I had in store for you. If you follow most of what I've mentioned so far, I'm sure you will leave a good impression. With that, this is Chandana signing off. Stay happy and healthy. Talk to you all soon.